Welcome back to Talking Lead. This is episode 63, and Left Hand is a little late, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our special guest we've got. If you watch YouTube and you've ever seen the videos, how to be an operator, what's the other one, how to work out like an operator?
There we go. Epic rap battles, Ranger versus SEAL, whatever you want to say.
Oh, yeah. So we've got Matt Best here with us from the YouTube channel MBest11X, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. We're going to kind of change the format a little bit. We're not going to have a format.
That's the best way to go in life, you know? We just got to roll with the flow.
We're just going to free flow it. It works better that way anyways. We do have a jackwagon of the week this week.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
We've got a former Army Ranger, so of course everybody knows about the tragic shooting that was at Fort Hood this week, actually yesterday I believe it was. So I'm going to put the guy Ivan Lopez on the jackwagon train this week, and anybody that tries to start ramping up the anti-gun talk with this, saying, oh, well, you know, got a gun on a military base, because Matt, as you know, as I know, as a few people who've been on the show, know military bases are for the most part gun-free zones. There's not people walking around with a concealed carry permit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. From any established or installations I've been on, it's mainly MPs are the only ones that are actively carrying guns. Other than even people that are in training, if it's not a live fire exercise, then they're carrying blanks. It's not. That's the whole purpose. They don't want people ADing or
Sure. And wait a minute, who is this guy?
Hey, man.
So Groupie Gabe's here.
Hey. Sorry, dude. I was in the neighborhood.
You're always in the neighborhood.
Yeah, man. I just kind of rolled into town. I just stopped by to show you my new rifle. It's pretty badass, actually.
So you just randomly walk into someone's house with a rifle, and it's no big deal?
No, man. We know each other. It's all good.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Cool.
I'm the number one fan, bro.
I'm a little nervous right now, but,
No, it's all
we'll
good.
roll with it.
Hey, who are we talking to today?
This is Matt Best from MBest11X on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Also from Art. Do you call it ART15 clothing or Art15 clothing?
Art15 clothing works. That's what I call it.
Cool. So
What's up, man?
Have you seen his stuff before?
Yeah, I know who this guy is. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. He's how to be an operator.
Yeah. How to be an operator.
Yeah. That's how I became an operator.
Really? Just
Yeah.
by
Cool.
watching his videos?
Multiple times.
Really?
I actually wasn't an operator, and I watched my own video, and it was really weird how it worked out.
It's
Now
phenomenal.
that is the definition of epic right there.
That's a true operator.
I tried to get in the gym the other day with a bottle of Jameson, and they didn't let me in.
Yeah, you have to bribe the front lady at the kiosk. That's what I do.
Ah, gotcha. How you been, Gabe?
Good. What's going on, man?
Not a lot. We got Left Hand running late again,
Really?
which of course has me scatterbrained as usual.
I think I passed him on the highway.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He's just going real slow?
No, I mean, I drive pretty fast, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, he looked like he might have been doing something.
Something
I don't
under
know. I only saw one hand, and he kept looking down. He might have been texting. I don't know what he was doing.
Okay.
There was something in his right hand, and it looked really small. We're not sure
Yeah,
if it was
it
a
was-
penis or a phone.
That was him. So, Matt, how originally did you get into firearms?
Firearms, huh? I would like to think that I have an awesome upbringing. My father, I think I honestly can't remember the exact time, but I would probably venture to say 5 years old was the first time I shot a gun.
Wow.
Yeah, so I grew up with firearms. I remember shooting a 9mm when I was like 9 years old. The thing was almost popping out of my hands, but my dad would stand behind me and make me shoot it. And
Dad.
more so on that. Yeah, dude, my dad's awesome, and he's a former Marine recon guy, or actually sniper guy in Vietnam, so he's awesome. But I remember he used to smack the living crap out of me if I would ever not be muzzly wear. He would smack me right across the head. So I got into firearms really young age. My two brothers joined the Marines when I was in high school, so that was just immediate love for firearms. I joined the Army when I was 17. So
When you were 17.
yeah, my mom was like, "Get this little shit out of my house."
So, don't you have to have like a waiver or something from your parents?
Yeah, my parents were divorced at the time, but yeah, my dad signed and my mom both signed to let me join. I begged him. I was like, please.
And you were in for how long?
4 years.
4 years. Gotcha.
Yeah, so relatively quick, but I did a lot in the 4 years, I'd like to think.
Which kind of leads into our second question, your military law enforcement experience. We mentioned before you were an Army Ranger, right?
Yeah, I joined when I was 17. I got a 11X contract is kind of where my YouTube channel comes from, but Option 40, which is a Ranger contract. And I made it through all that stuff and then got to 2nd Ranger Battalion, and I served there for 4 years. I did 5 deployments with them, 4 to Iraq and 1 to Afghanistan. Kept busy.
You were a Ranger at a young age.
Yeah, I got the Ranger town when I was 18 years old. I don't know how.
Were you like
I
one
was
of the
too dumb.
youngest ever?
Nah, there's a lot of younger kids. We're just too dumb to quit.
Oh. When it comes to pop culture stuff, whether it's movies, video games, books, whatever, if it involves firearms, what's your go-to? What's your favorite?
I don't like watching realistic military movies because they always mess everything up. So I'm a fan of like the over-the-top stuff. So any Arnold movie like Predator or Commando, that kind of stuff, those are my go-to, movies.
You get down.
Yeah, listen to me. It's not the tumor. So
wait a minute, you just quoted Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, that was a
badass movie.
It was.
Dylan,
Say something
you
about it.
son of a bitch. Yeah,
Who is
I'm all
your
about the
daddy
Arnold
and what does he
flicks.
do?
Yeah.
Has there ever been a gun in your arsenal, or is there now that there's a little bitty part of you that's kind of embarrassed to say you owned it?
I was thinking about this, and not really, to be honest with you. And I don't mean to be some cool guy. I didn't really start buying firearms until I was out of the military. I owned a pistol always, but if anything, it's probably my 500 Magnum, which is kind of embarrassing to own because it's literally like $6 a freaking shot. So,
Yeah, but it's a Magnum, so of course it's bigger than everything else.
Right.
right. It's like me. It's like you compared to me. You're a lot bigger than I am. Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's a dope. It's an awesome pistol, but it's very expensive to shoot, and there's really no practical application unless I'm hunting bears in Alaska with it. So
Well,
it's kind of silly to own.
Go hunt a bear in Alaska, and then you can say you have a justified firearm.
Well, that was kind of why I bought it. I was like, I can kill anything on planet Earth with this thing. So if I take it camping, I'm not worried about a freaking 800-pound grizzly because I'll pop it in the face and be done.
Yep.
Even a T-Rex.
Is that or velociraptors? Those are prevalent these days.
Yeah, it happens. What about what's next on your bucket list of guns you want to get? Like, what is your go-to that I just got to have that next?
That's a fantastic question because honestly, there's a gun that I've been looking at probably for a year now. It's just so expensive. Do you guys know Spikes Tactical?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they have I forget the exact barrel length. I think it's like 9 inches or 7.5, but it's the 300 blackout integrated suppressed 300 blackout. I don't know. It's an SBR, but it's probably the most fantastic gun I've ever seen in my life.
9 inches?
Yeah, it's tiny. So it's integrated suppressed. So like
9
the
inches is
suppressor
tiny?
rolls through the realism.
It's a barrel.
Man.
It's a barrel. Yeah, but it's super awesome, and because the barrel length's super short, but then the whole thing's suppressed. So and then obviously if you know 300 blackout, you're not worried about it's subsonic once you suppress it. So it's awesome.
We have you and I talked offline about this, but we have a third member of Talking Lead who's a Green Beret. He's in Special Forces, and he wanted me to relay a message to you. Hurry up and get the SF versus Marsoc rap battle out, because all the guys he's with right now love your stuff, and they can't wait to see it.
I know. Actually, if you want to know what I was doing about the 3 hours before this phone call, I've been editing the video, so.
Oh, nice. It's going to be good stuff.
I hope so, man. It's just so much work, but it's worth it,
What kind of response are you getting from all the SF guys with some of the videos? And we'll talk about a little bit about them in depth here in a second. But are you getting good responses from them?
Yeah, a lot of my friends are still in the community as far as,
Left Hand just showed up.
Left Hand showed up. Hey man, kind of in the neighborhood. I figured I'd jump in.
And you interrupted our guest.
Yeah, we were talking.
Word.
I'm super mad right now.
He's pissed.
He's really upset.
And you've seen his videos.
He'll get over. He can throw me over his head.
He'll put a wig on and slap you at a bar.
He can power clean me.
Power clean you with one hand and catch a beer. How many takes did that take? And people that are listening out there, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to the YouTube channel MBest11X and watch the How to Work Out Like an Operator video, and you'll see what we're talking about. How many takes did it take to catch that beer and drink it?
Honestly, that was the second take. The 2 takes that we did were in the video because the one in the outtakes at the very end of the video is the one where I couldn't get it open with my mouth, so we decided just to open the beer, and then the second one was the one that made it into the actual skit.
That's impressive. That's really impressive. So you were, as Left Hand came in, you were saying something about, and as they're talking over there.
Checking out Gabe's new gun.
Yeah, man, I got my new rifle.
Yeah, Gabe got a new rifle. What'd you get, man?
It's the Mossberg MVP Patrol 308, 16.5-inch barrel.
It's slick.
Ooh.
Yeah, beautiful. It's straight
very
up operator
purdy.
status.
I like it.
I saw it on Call of Duty, and I was like, I gotta have that.
Gabe, I'm glad you said that, because here in a little bit we're going to discuss the term operator. But now where we were at, you were saying your reaction from soft guys with all your videos. Have you been getting any?
Yeah. I mean, I still am connected with them in professional and personal means, but as far as people on that side. Usually it's positive, honestly, and that's probably what's most enjoyable about what I'm doing is because it's positive feedback from that community. I mean, I get a couple of people that are older that think that I'm just a little shit, and I understand that, but you're never going to please everybody. Honestly, the bad feedback I usually get is from like younger people or like super just aggressive people that are just like, oh, I can't believe you'd mock the community like this, and it's like, that's not what it is. It's making fun of it to be representative of jokes that we make overseas. This is the stuff that all of us guys talk about when we're deployed, putting it into skits. At least I would like to hope so.
Yeah.
And so far it's been well received, and I hope to keep it that way. If people ever start saying that I'm talking crap on the community, then I'll just quit, because that's not the goal. It's to actually bring light to it,
Well, there's one guy in the soft community that we're close friends with that just dogs you left and right. Have you ever heard of Jim Irwin?
Jim Irwin, that guy?
Yeah,
that's that Kraken guy. I hate, he can't even have a bald ass head.
He's old too.
Oh, dude, Jim.
He's recently taken on a supermodel career, though.
I know. When I met him, he was just already doing this. I mean, I love Jim. He's probably one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was going to be this. You see him and you're like, oh, he's this big burly guy. He's going to come in like a big a-hole and try to envelop the room in his, oh, I'm such a man. But then he's like this complete jokester. He's a fantastic guy. I love Jim.
He's an awesome guy.
And if you saw the last video, he was actually in it. He made a cameo.
I did see that towards the end there. He was in there with a bunch of hot chicks.
Yeah, he's like, can you put me in the scene with all the girls in the bikinis? I was like, I got you.
So where are you finding all these hot chicks?
I bet
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
No, I'm just kidding.
The back pages.
You're not finding them on base,
and
right?
please don't snap your fingers during this interview. I'd rather just stay clothed.
Yeah, we're not.
That don't work on guys, does it?
Did you not see their How to Work Out Like an Operator video?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it, and like all of them ended up in their
That's
boxers.
Right. That's right.
Scary crap, man.
Their skimmies, their panties.
Now, I saw, it may have been on Instagram or somewhere. Did I see Jim's little goatee popping out of a bear costume or something?
Yes.
I thought that was him.
We're doing a photo shoot for that clothing company.
We are doing the Harlem Shake.
He was, he was behind the model. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
Why are you sweating, dude?
I just got
You're
done working out.
wet.
That's what I said. No, man, that's not what was going on. You haven't been here.
No, thank God.
I just got done working out.
Are you okay, Gabe?
I had to get a good pump
Do you know
before
what it takes to get on this show?
I'm actually doing curls right now. I thought that we had to work out this whole time. Was I wrong?
No, you're correct. That's why I'm sweating.
Okay, perfect.
What were you doing on the way over here when I passed you?
You didn't pass me.
Yeah, I did.
He said you were looking down. You only had one hand on the wheel.
On the wheel.
On the wheel?
Yeah, man.
It's probably looking at my porn.
I was figuring you were either
Is that what you call
texting.
it?
Gun porn, yeah.
So on your videos, the first one that we were introduced to was the How to Be an Operator video, which was freaking epic. And
Thank you.
we've passed it around to some of our friends in the special ops community, and they've all just freaking loved it. So I'm not surprised that you're getting good responses from them. But I mean, you were saying the people that dog you about it. There's those trolls out there, and they have nothing to do but sit in their basement with a bag of Cheetos and an orange.
Mom's basement.
As James likes to say.
What I've really seriously found about it is like you're never going to make everybody happy, right? We all know that. You guys know that. You're going to have people that talk crap in your radio show, even though if it's all positive. And so I don't really care as long as like the general consensus is like people are entertained and I'm doing it right. Then that's fine. If not, then I should quit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you one thing: you've got 60,000 subscribers with what, like 10 videos, maybe?
Yeah, it's probably like 12 real videos and then 4 kind of just fillers.
That's freaking impressive. That's very impressive with the YouTube stuff. It's
I appreciate
hilarious.
that.
It's hilarious stuff too.
I don't have any subscribers.
Do you even have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just full of other people's YouTube videos.
Is that why our videos haven't been getting any views? You've been ripping them?
No.
You got to thank for Jameson too. What's the deal with that?
Man, I don't know. I feel like it's become a cult these days. But I started drinking it when I was in battalion. Just all of us guys would, come back from deployments or a training cycle and just get wasted off Jameson. And I just started putting it in videos because that's what I drank on a daily basis. And then it kind of came like a cult thing where if I put a Jack Daniels bottle in my video, I think someone would probably shoot me.
Jameson,
I mean, I would never
too,
drink.
man.
I'll tell you what, man. It is. It's the nectar of the gods.
So is it just straight Jameson, nothing mixed?
Why would you ever mix Jameson?
I'm just asking. I
It's-
didn't know
it's-
if he had a special operation mix or
Oh.
something.
Well, he has to yell
Yeah.
America right after.
You always have to mix your Jameson. You always have to mix it with ice.
Nice.
No, I'll mix
Have
it
a
once in a while
chill,
with
though.
like Jameson and ginger ale. That's decent, but I usually just drink it on the rocks. That's my favorite.
Then
Maybe a
grapefruit.
Jameson smoothie.
Yeah.
Ooh, your post-workout drink.
Hey, that's
Jameson
not a
and
bad
protein.
idea.
So you should ask your viewers this, but you know what I've been realizing is people chase it with pickle juice. That's what
What?
everybody. Yeah, everybody's been messaging me lately, like, dude, pickle juice and Jameson, and I've never tried it. I'm like, why would you chase it with pickle juice?
So you
But
stay
apparently
hydrated or something?
that's the new
Pickle
fad with the
juice.
kids. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pickle juice will dehydrate you with all the
No,
salt.
no, it helps you retain your water. Salt helps you retain water.
but it also kills the burn immediately. If you can't enjoy and embrace the
I
burn
gotcha.
of Jameson, it kills it real quick.
If you can't embrace the burn of whiskey, you
should
don't
drink
need
it.
to be drinking
yeah, that's what I'm
it.
saying.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. If you want like a cocktail to drink the Jameson ginger ale, okay. But if you take a shot of it, you need to endure that little spiciness of deliciousness. You know,
If
it's
you-
been aged for freaking a couple years in some nice barrels. You better enjoy it.
If you can't handle the burn, you need to drink a pina colada with an umbrella.
Those are good too.
That's what I tell all the girls. Wait, what?
Right before you snap your fingers. Does it work everywhere? Like, can you be in a bar and snap your fingers and everybody's in a bikini?
No, last time I tried the bar, I got slapped. So no,
Oh,
definitely not.
But before you got slapped, did she at least go into a bikini?
She's like, I'm naked. Whack.
get-
That's all that matters.
You got to be mindful of the countries that you're in too, so you don't want to be disrespectful and disrobe. Some of those.
That's true.
What you call
I like if I was deployed overseas, I probably couldn't walk over there.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't know the bikini snap when I was in Ranger Battalion. So
Yeah, you could have got some of those women killed.
They can be beheaded.
Exactly.
I'm intrigued by these females that you have on the videos. Aren't you engaged to like the blonde that was on there or something? Wouldn't she get upset with all these hot chicks that are in your videos?
I get this question actually a lot, and it's funny you bring it up because the blonde that used to be in my videos is actually my former fiance. I think most people know that. Former, yeah. So yeah, everything's good. She's not worried about the new people being in the videos.
It's not a concern.
No. She actually decided to quit YouTube and didn't want to be engaged because she moved to Alaska to domesticate wild packs of wolves.
Really?
No, I get on a real thing. I get the question a lot, and we decided to go our separate ways. I could sit here and talk about personal endeavors about her, and she could talk about me. But at the end of the day, I wish her happiness. And
You're heartbroken. I can tell. You're bitter.
No,
There's bitterness there.
it's actually quite the opposite.
Have you seen how many hot chicks are on his videos now?
I was being sarcastic.
He only had one before. Now he's got like a plethora. And yeah, I said plethora.
How about a harem?
A
No,
harem?
I mean, I wish her whatever happiness she wants, but I'm gonna live my life and do what I want. So
Taking the high road.
Hey man, that's the problem with social media these days is everybody has something to say about somebody else, and it's kind of like just relax. Like why be so petty with people? Like I could probably say something bad about a lot of people, but why? There's
Why
no
drag
point.
your dirty laundry onto the social media circuit? That's ridiculous.
What does that do for me? It does absolutely nothing. It does nothing. I don't understand it, and that's so.
Oh, and by the way, I have taken up your hashtag unicorns ain't got shit.
Oh, you were the man. We're trying to start you need to get on that right now because we're trying to start a revolution with this thing.
What is
I've
it?
already posted 2 Instagram posts with it.
Okay.
Called?
Unicorn ain't got shit.
Okay, I'll do it right now on Twitter.
Hashtag unicorn ain't got shit.
Well, I'm going to make sure all 21 people that are following me right now are going to see that.
It'll go viral.
Most of them are relatives.
It'll
Right?
go.
I don't even know my password.
It's gonna go
See,
viral.
the thing
like
about Gabe is
CJ.
he doesn't have quantity, but he's got quality.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
21 people he's got are meccas.
I got some good friends. I mean, I can go to Logan's for free. I go to NASCAR for free. I got a good. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
actually, this is going to come off kind of cocky, but I'm going to try to keep it nice. But that's really cool to see about my Facebook page and stuff. Is I think I'm like 65,000 followers right now on Facebook, but the numbers we do are usually like higher than pages that have 300,000 followers.
Yep.
And it just goes to show you about quality versus quantity. Like, people are intrigued and they're in here to like have fun and do that kind of stuff, and it's freaking awesome. It makes me so motivated to keep
That's
working
our
my
whole
ass off.
take on what we do is, we didn't want to get too serious about it. We wanted to make it a forum to where people can come on here, be themselves, have a good time, cut up, if they want to, kind of take some of the, what do you call it?
Seriousness?
The seriousness, yeah.
Well, and a lot of problems.
word.
There's a lot of people out there that try to be experts in the firearms industry. We know we're not, but we're going to bring experts to the listeners, and I think that's what people have enjoyed. Because we know we're idiots.
Well, if you do want to
Dude.
meet some experts, you can always go to Northside Gun Shop in Columbia, Tennessee.
ShopNSG.com.
Yeah, just saying.
Dude, and that's actually a good subject to even talk about in itself, is like, and I think that's really what, like, guys like you, what this community needs, because you have what I saw when I got into this was you have the serious military side, right? You have all the guys that are like, all right, the black ops, this and that. And that's fine. There's a place for that, right? For teaching all these tactics. Because we all love guns, right? You guys are all gun owners.
Guys that wrap their
Absolutely.
entire body in rock tape.
Yes. Actually, I know Chris Costa on a personal basis, and he's a really nice guy, and I like him, but I got to make fun of everybody, of course. So there's that whole like super serious tactical side, and then there's like the people who like cover it, like, we need to do better for veterans, and obviously I'm 100% about that. But there's this side that like a lot of us haven't got into, is like that comedy side of like, you can help out the community by just making light of it, and I think hopefully that catches on with like talk shows like you guys, like maybe hopefully my channel, where it's like, let's make light of all the seriousness that all these guys endure to like bring a little like laughter to it. Civilians might not get it, but that's fine. Let's bring it to the guys who need it.
Well, you've got 60,000 plus people that are liking it.
Apparently some of them are getting it right.
Charlie Mike, man, yeah, keep going. That's all we can hope.
So we're talking about being experts and people in the community that are true operators. And we kind of touched on it back in our Tactical As show. What was it, episode 9 or something like that? 10?
Google it.
First time Sam was on.
I don't know.
First time Sam was on, and we asked him, can a civilian ever be an operator? And he was like, no. You have a lot of operator-related terminology in your videos, Instagram, your T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. What's your take on that?
Okay, this is going to be a long one, probably.
Good, because that gives me less work.
Honestly, there's two sides of the story with this. I think the term operator, and people are going to probably talk crap on this, originated from like counterterrorism units. Like, so we're talking CAG or DevGroup, right? That's where like the term kind of derived from, was guys are doing counterterrorism that are just like specific to a very, very specific mission. And then it branched out when the special operations community got big and the GWOT with like SF Rangers and all that. So now the term operator is kind of coined to like the special operations community. And I'm okay with that, and I actually kind of like laugh at the term, because people are so obsessed with the terminology that they kind of like forget about everything else. They're like, an operator, and they think an operator is like this specific like representation of somebody, when it's kind of just a funny term. And that's why I use it so like blatantly. I laugh, because it sucks. I maybe get real here for a second, but it sucks when like a dude in the 82nd does a year trip surrounded by the Taliban in Afghanistan, and he's sitting there wishing that he was a quote unquote operator, and he didn't do enough because he wasn't like doing direct action. It's
right.
There's no, and it's like the creator of their calamity. Like, people like to like the term, but at the same time it makes other people feel bad, because like, I want to be an operator, and it's like, well, what is operator? I don't even know. Seriously,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well,
Maybe I get too serious with that, but I don't know. It's just right now, operator pretty much means like if you're in a JSOC unit. In my terms, you're a shooter. You're doing direct action on the daily. That's how I would define it.
What about these commercial companies? Like Blackwater. Is it Blackwater? Is that what they're called?
I think that changed their name, but yeah.
Yeah, but operations
Security
like that,
contractors.
Yeah, security contractors. Those guys, and a lot of them, the majority of them are probably former military people, but there's some that are civilians too. But they call them operators. What's your take on that?
It's one of those things with like a real talk. It's like the term is, there's an emotional component with the term. Operator is referencing someone who's a professional killer and shooter, right? Do you not agree? So when, corporate America uses it as far as, hey, these guys are operators, immediately you're like, oh, they're freaking shooting people in the face, whereas they're more just PSD, or something like that. So I don't know.
So it's not just somebody that wears 511 pants all the time and has Molly gear on everything. And
no, I'm going to go ahead and say I'll probably piss you off. You're not an operator unless you kick down a door in a real life live fire scenario. You can look at a target all day and do ready ups, but that doesn't make you an
What
operator.
if you kick a door in with a firearm, but you don't shoot?
That's actually called domestic violence. You're actually just kind of reporting a restraining order.
That's a whole nother thing right there.
Or serving a warrant?
I actually, I play Call of Duty that way. I actually kick the door in as the match starts, and I run in and just start shooting.
That's that's what I do too.
but do you scream?
Go
Go ahead.
You yell America.
That's what I was gonna say.
America!
Do you scream America and chug Jameson right as you do it too?
Oh, I do the Jameson, but I usually say something like, I ain't got no panties on. Something like that right before the match starts when nobody can see who you are.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
I still haven't got an invite to your clan.
Oh, you want to be in my clan?
I don't know.
I'm not the.
Do I?
I'm not. The
Where are we
super
going
clan
here?
master.
What's this clan stuff?
Ghost, Call of Duty.
They call it clan.
Well, this,
Ooh, Call of Duty Ghosts.
yeah. I'm in a clan. My clan's actually like in the platinum. We're doing really well. We're one of the top clans out there.
Hey, so remember when you had that talk about being an operator?
Yeah.
The conversation you're having right now is the opposite.
No.
No.
We're true Call of Duty operators. Okay, we run that.
Your ops are so black, your Xbox turns on itself.
It does. It recognizes.
It creates its own
excellence
maps.
when I walk in the room.
Conversation right there is to how humbling some gun owners can be, because coming from a guy, when I've carried a gun in every job I've done since I was 17 until my current age, and you
Of
talk to some of
23.
these guys and they're just like, they mind boggle me how much they know about firearms. And I'm like, well, I thought I was a professional, but apparently I'm an idiot.
Yeah. So how old are you?
I'm 27, man.
Babe.
Just a little kid.
Young and
Yeah.
Young and full of experience, right?
I don't know. That's opinions. I
Or
don't know. Maybe.
Did you tell us where you're at right now?
top secret.
Well, I didn't want to talk about it, but I guess I will. So right now, I'm actually drinking milk with Ron Burgundy and Baxter,
Yeah.
and we're planning on filming Anchorman 3, but we're not sure if we want to go down that road. 'Cause
Have you seen my holster?
No.
Okay, I'm going to tag you in an Instagram post after this. Savoy Leather, you need to connect with that guy.
Okay.
He made me a holster, leather, that says, "Stay classy, talking lead," and it's a picture of Ron Burgundy, and it's awesome.
So what would your
Hell yeah.
viral song be for Ron Burgundy 3?
Ron Burgundy 3.
Yeah.
It would just be a repeat of like milk was a bad choice.
What was that one they all started singing in the office?
Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon
Yeah.
Delight.
Afternoon delight. We just went Glee up in this freaking thing. That was
Hell
really
yeah.
not cool.
That was awesome.
So
We're going to have Talking Lead the musical next. And now it's time for Facts to Fight the Myths. Matt, you got a myth you want to kind of debunk, right?
Yeah, to get me in trouble with everybody.
Yes.
I always laugh about when people don't know anything about the special operations community and they just come at you with stuff as like, oh, I was a ranger, and they're like, oh, so you're almost a Marine, you know?
That's true. But that's somewhat
and,
true.
And every Marine in the world will attest to that statement.
Yep.
But I mean, you know,
Because when we go through boot camp, it's told to us that it's exactly the same as the Ranger training. That we're doing everything Rangers do in our 3-month boot camp.
you know, you just wrote a joke for me. What I'm going to do for like the Marines, they're going to be like, how to be a Marine. And then I'm going to tell you you're a Ranger and a Navy SEAL, and then I'm going to hand you an M16 from 1992.
That's true. I did have an A2.
Like, congratulations, this gun killed Saddam Hussein.
Let's talk about your clothing line.
yeah, gear.
You got a little fashionista in you, huh?
I know. Hey, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty amped on the clothing line. It's a fun thing because it's kind of like my jokes put into T-shirts, at least the crew that I'm with, and it's a fun time.
I was going to say, and one of those T-shirts, Great Minds Think Alike, because we've been designing T-shirts off and on. We kind of started a new collaboration with 1776 United. But
Nice.
I was designing one called Pewfessional, and then I saw yours that said Pew Professional, and I was like, crap, so I scrapped it.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. I'm glad somebody else came out with it.
Yeah, for that shirt, for a long time, that was always a shirt I want to make because they had the selector switch with pew, 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 and pew, 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 and no pew. And I always laughed about that, and I was like, yeah, we're pew professionals if they got the joke. So, yeah.
That's nice.
They got
That's
those
something I
back in
decided
stock,
to do,
by
and
the
then...
way.
They do.
What's that, man?
Those lowers with the pew, and the pew,
Yeah.
pew. I got
They
an
make them
email
now.
yesterday. They're back in stock.
Who is it that's making them? Because we weren't sure the last
Aero
step.
Precision.
Aero Precision, gotcha.
Yeah, they're probably sold out by now.
What are some of the other shirts y'all have?
We have a lot, and honestly, right now, or our company is like we launched like 3 months ago, and it's been a crazy amount of work, but it's a lot of fun, and I want to see where we are in 6 months because we want to come out with a lot of new stuff. But we have like a shirt that says YOLO. It's like that kid saying you only live once, but he's like throwing a frag grenade.
I want that right now.
We dropped a new T-shirt today, which I'm pretty amped on. It says "Let's get this party cracking," and it's the the Kraken from the movie the Squid Monster.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, exactly. Clash of the Titans.
I think Jim Irwin already bought them all.
I know. He hit me up. He was like, "You steal my design?" I was like, "No, I'm just trying to show you love, brother." No, he didn't say that. He actually, Jim is the guy who inspired that shirt.
Isn't that his
His
call
knife-
sign or whatever?
It's his call
Yeah.
sign in his bike club.
Yep, the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah, so that's pretty much my TV or my clothing company. I don't know what else. It's all veteran owned, and which is pretty cool. Is so we run all the design, we do all that stuff, and everybody in the business is a veteran. And we just we have a big release date coming up in May, but I probably shouldn't talk about that. But we're doing a thing where we're going to involve the veteran community even more, where pretty much 100% of the business is all veteran owned. So I'm pretty amped on that.
Even the manufacturer of the shirts and everything.
That's the only thing that we can't really figure out yet is the person who makes the cotton to be a veteran. But as far as printing, distributing, and everything else is hopefully going to be veteran owned.
There's not too many veterans that are 13 years old in the Philippines.
Exactly. That it's such a hard thing as a business owner. And you think it's easy, but when you get into this stuff, you're like, I want it to be made in America and everything. And 95% of the business is in America. But then, like importing cotton, it's so hard to find like an American distributor of that stuff that's reasonably priced, where you're not driving. You have to be competitive prices. It's ridiculous. It's sad a little bit.
Yeah.
When are you going to start your supplemental line? Sports, nutrition, and supplements.
Yeah, we're releasing in actually 3 days Unicorn Semen, Viper Semen, and it's a pre-workout and post for.
So one's like a protein, one's like a creatine,
exactly,
and then one's like a horse steroid.
Wow. Is this real?
Does that work for erectile dysfunction?
I
Come
think we
on.
just came up. Dude, could you imagine going to the gym like, "Hey, bro, what are you
Yes.
drinking for pre-workout?" You're like, "Viper Semen."
Oh my God. Dude,
like Tiger Blood.
You would sell a ton of that.
I know. Okay,
Like Charlie Sheen's Tiger Blood.
Hey, speaking of Viking semen, I told you already.
Nobody said anything about Vikings.
That's why you're sweating.
You said Viper, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Viper.
like-
That
Oh,
stays
never
in.
mind then. That story
That
just
stays in.
completely sucks.
Yeah, that's well.
That
he's
doesn't
edited.
get edited, does it?
No, it does
You
not.
gotta leave that in.
Crap.
The fact that you're talking about giant men Viking.
No, I found out. Okay, so I've been researching
That's why
my
he's sweating.
name for a long time. And I found out yesterday that I am a descendant from one of the Vikings that the character from that Vikings TV show is based off of. I was like,
Oh, wow.
hell yeah, that's freaking awesome.
The lead guy on that show?
Yeah, Ragnar Lothbrok
He
is
used to be a male model, believe it or not.
well, not the
Like
actor,
Jim Irwin?
not the actor,
The
the
actor.
actual Viking.
Yeah, but the actor used to be a male model for like Guess jeans or something crazy.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, yeah.
I think
Apparently,
he took over the underwear modeling for Marky Mark.
apparently his character is based on like 5 different Viking kings, and I found out that I was a descendant of one of those people he's based off.
Gabe, we're in the presence of royalty. Bow.
Oh, I'm Irish royalty.
I'm gonna start braiding my beard, and I may not cut my hair for the fundraiser now.
You got to have an accent.
I'm an East Tennessee Ridge Runner royalty. Deal with that.
Used to run moonshine.
Something.
You know what was real cool the past week? We've had
300 blackout.
No, I had 2 different people stop us with the truck wrapped and said that they subscribed and they loved our show and thanked us for what we're doing. Actually,
Cool.
one of them stopped my wife because she was driving the truck one day and it was a police officer in Brentwood, Tennessee. Well, he didn't
Yeah.
stop her, but she stopped at a gas station or something. And so thank you, whoever that was. She didn't get his name.
I've got the digital camo LED sled up and going now.
Do you?
Yeah, I got the tags finally.
Good, thank God. More
Yeah.
advertising.
Well-
and then today I was at a gas.
I mean, it was bull going through the emissions process for.
Oh yeah. But then today I was at a gas station and a guy from Hiller, I think, isn't it Hiller Plumbing?
Yeah.
With the smiley face
Yeah,
trucks.
yeah.
He was like, "Oh, dude, I'm a subscriber," and I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." So I told him we were interviewing Invest 11X tonight to make sure he checks it out tomorrow. So it was cool, man. We're getting recognized now. That hadn't
You
happened.
guys are kind of a big deal.
People know them.
People know us.
They know Zeke.
Yeah, I know. It sucks because I stick out like a sore thumb, and left hand gets to blend in everywhere we go.
I'm okay with that.
I don't like being recognized. It doesn't happen that often, but whenever I'm like in Texas or something next to military installations, I get it a little bit, and it's nice, but I don't know. I'm not that kind of person that wants the attention.
Have you ever had anybody just run up and yell "Ranger Smash" and rip their shirt off?
Holy that would be the coolest thing to ever happen. If someone ran up just was like, Ranger Smash, I would be like, I kind of want to make babies with you. But you're a man. I don't know. Yeah.
God,
Does he know
he's-
Sam?
I know
It's not-
he and Sam
It's
are
not
like
too
twins,
far
dude.
off
Their
to
sense of
think
humor is
with modern
identical.
technology and
Make
science
babies
that's
with you.
possible.
Huh? What?
Who?
Nothing.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
Did we do this weekend, Guns?
No, we didn't.
What
You wanna
we
do-
did this weekend, Guns?
Let's do it now. What'd you do with guns this week?
What did I do with guns this week?
Yeah, what'd you do? Let's go with our guest first.
Or last week, or just in the recent. What's the most recent thing you
Since
did?
last
with
time you talked
firearms?
to us.
I passed the bill trying to ban guns. That's the most recent thing.
And
You're
this
popular.
call's over.
No, I mean I go shoot every single week, either my Glock, AK, AR. So
You have a Glock AK? Is that a
I have a
hybrid?
Glock AK. It's a Glock mounted AK.
That's like the best of both worlds.
But you only get one of those if you operate operationally.
Right, you exactly.
Sweet.
No, I shoot every week, man. I go out there and yeah, I don't know. I'm an avid gun owner, obviously. That's what I try to promote every day. So I shoot every single day. Usually, I honestly about 3 times a week as I shoot.
Do you have a certain shooting range, obstacle course, or routine that you usually go through?
No, it depends where I am. I usually just work my AR as far as like reloading. I'm like big on that kind of stuff because I've shot enough where I'm comfortable with my shot group and that kind of stuff. Or a lot what I've been doing now is from concealed carry because I try out different holsters as far as like what I'm carrying on a daily basis. So I try pulling from like a full cover shirt, transitioning into like if some gangbangers trying to rape my girlfriend, I can shoot him in the face real quick.
Doing
happens
any of
all
the
the time.
appendix carry?
What's that?
Are you trying any of the appendix carry? Are you doing that any?
Appendix? Which one's out? Like,
It's
Pointing at your junk.
Yeah, it's where
oh
you
no! I
3 o'clock
absolutely-
position?
No, nope.
I
Mm-mm.
thought the appendix were.
2 o'clock.
No, appendix is right there.
Oh, it's
right.
right there.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Check your bladder.
There's actually there's all
Yeah.
these different types of holsters. There's the bladder ones, the back holster. I usually just do right hip, man. That's since I grew up that way. Shooting off that, I just do in the waistband, right hip. I conceal it enough. I'm a big enough dude that I'm not worried about it, and that's what I
I
do.
came up with a new way.
The prison purse.
What is it? The prison purse?
No, it's on our
What is the prison purse? I gotta hear
That's
this.
the prison purse. That's where you
Do you
tuck
stick
stuff.
it up your butt?
You tuck stuff in your prison purse to get it into jail.
You just can't make sure your pistol's loaded. If it's
Yeah,
up your
you
ass.
can't have a safety.
Gotta have a
Okay.
lot of lube for that.
No.
No, on our Select Fire show,
Uh-huh.
when
Oh,
Pincus was doing trying to appendix his AR, pistol.
Yeah.
What did I call it?
Oh,
Straddle.
that was the other thing I was going to mention at the beginning of the
Straddle
show
carry.
that I forgot. Pincus posted a post today that said
Posted a post?
Posted a post on Instagram showing where the ATF letter about
The brace.
about the brace
Stabilization
or
brace?
stabilization brace or just a AR pistol. If you shoulder an AR pistol, it does not make it a SBR.
No.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yep.
And that's what we said. I was
Yep.
like, so what?
So there's a letter
No,
that has come out from the ATF saying that now, to where there was always this fear.
No, there was never. You can shoulder it if it doesn't have an actual buttstock or an attachment for a buttstock. So
or
you're
if
fine.
you've
Or the
got
the
a
SIG
6-hour
brace.
stabilizing brace that has a ATF letter that says that it does not make it an SBR and it's not a butt
can
stock,
shoulder it.
You can shoulder it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if I shoulder, I mean, according to what we're saying here, you know, the thinking on the original way is if I shouldered my 1911, technically I just made it a rifle.
Yeah.
On the myth. That's another myth.
Right.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there's another
There's
myth
another
for
fact to
facts.
fight the
Fact to
myth.
fight
No,
I'll
that's
make that one
huge.
echo.
We need to put that on our Facebook.
Which
Yeah.
I am
Yeah,
deadly
we will.
accurate with a shoulder file 1911.
So he's got an
Shoulder
actual
fired 1911. You're accurate with.
deadly.
That's how do you bend your head down to look at the sights?
You don't.
You just
know where you're
it's
going.
just natural aim.
Yeah.
Is that a Marine thing?
Yeah, absolutely. They teach that to us in boot camp.
chin of
Okay.
sight.
You've got another skit for your channel, Matt,
I know. Boom. Got it.
Oh,
Thank
dude,
you.
yeah, you got to shoulder fire a pistol.
without
Glock
looking
or
at the
something.
sights.
So that was
It should be like how to get an SBR, and then I'll just like buttstock mount in 1911. And be like, this is a ghost gun. All right?
Use like a
you
broomstick and
can't
some
you
duct tape.
can't shoulder fire this thing. I got some fun stuff for you about the clothing company, actually, if you guys are interested in talking about that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so like recently we made a big push because you got like Ranger Up, 762 Designs. Those guys are all like military apparel and they're good. We like them and nothing against them. We're trying to take a different route, and like recently we've had like a lot of cool stuff. We're sponsoring a professional wakeboarder, snowboarder, and skier. Dude, this guy is like 22 years old. His name's Hunter, but professional in all three, and he's probably one of the most badass dudes I've ever met. But
Wow.
we're sponsoring him, and then I'm really proud to put out there that this guy Mikhail Venikoff, who I served in Ranger Battalion with, but he won one out of 4 non-officers to win the best Ranger competition. He won it in 2006. Close friend of mine, but he's a professional MMA fighter, and he fights under Uriah Faber under Team Alpha Male, and he's going to be our professional MMA sponsor. So we're trying to branch out. It's going to be a good time.
Nice.
So he's fighting out in Sacramento.
Yeah, he fights at Sacramento, Team Alpha Male. Yep.
Yeah.
And hopefully, actually, I'm trying to set it up where I can go film a video with him. I want to do like a how to be an MMA fighter, and then just make it ridiculous,
Dude, you need to come to Tennessee and we'll do some videos up here too.
Anytime.
Oh, I know what we need to do. Do you ever watch Carnicon's videos?
Yeah, I've seen actually quite a few of his.
We need to connect y'all too, because he's been on the show before too. We need to get you to Tennessee. We'll do some stuff over here.
So you've got a skateboarder, snowboarder dude that you're sponsoring, and an MMA fighter.
Did you? What?
Right.
Wakeboarder, skier. What was it?
Skateboarder, wasn't it?
Is that
No, he's a
Wakeboarder.
wakeboarder,
Okay.
a skier, and a snowboarder. And I don't know if he likes. He's actually used to be on the Olympic team for skiing. I won't throw that out there. He'd probably get mad at me, but I just did. So
That's cool. His name's Hunter.
yeah, I can actually. I'm bad. It starts with an S. His last name. If you guys want to give me 2
Sky.
seconds, I could.
Hunter Sky. That sounds like a
Nah.
is he out of Colorado?
Sounds like a really rad
Yeah.
dude.
You're right.
Yeah, he's out of
You're
Colorado.
right.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
You ever watch Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
You see the Californian skit that they do?
No.
You never seen the Californians?
Oh, the blonde guy, the
Shelper.
blonde people.
Yeah, they all talk like this, dude.
Yeah.
They're from the valley, and I took
Don't even get me started on that.
the 34 over to the I-18 to get over here.
We need to do a skit. We need to do a video about the politician from California that helped write
Oh.
the bullet button and then got busted for firearms trafficking.
Are you talking about we or
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Ye.
The guy,
Leland
the guy that
Yee.
was pushing the gun agenda.
And these
Yeah.
mother.
Yes, that's going to be awesome edit.
No, I'll rant, dude. And honestly, like, I don't care. And people always ask me, like, hey, what are your views? There's super right wing, left wing shit. And honestly, when it comes down to it, this is the way I describe myself. I'm a huge gun advocate for gays, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like,
makes a lot of sense.
I'm saying, do whatever you want in your personal life, but don't be a f***ing idiot and not support gun laws. Because if you look at any statistical data on any of this, you're an idiot if you want to make a bullet button on a gun. You're seriously the most incompetent, uneducated douche I've ever met in my life.
Well, you believe there's ghost guns that shoot 30 magazine clips in 1 second?
That's
I
Dude,
thought
don't
we-
even get me
I thought
started.
we
I get
busted
so
that
mad.
whole ghost gun theory.
No, it's real.
Oh, but that brings it back to like the clothing company, and the reason that we're sponsoring our buddy Hunter is he's an active gun owner. He loves guns, but he wakeboards, and that's what we're trying to get into. Is like it's not just military types and like quote unquote operators. It's like all these guys who like do backflips off wakeboards, but then they like to go to the range and blow stuff up and have fun.
Oh,
and
cool! So you're going to implement the two to where they're wakeboarding, and you're going to set up targets out. And you're
That's exactly what I was
that is all they're going to do: backflips and come up shooting. Bam!
That's a GoPro video wing.
Badass.
That is sick.
Backflip with the tap, tap, tap.
It's funny you say that though, because that's what our show has all completely been about. It's like we don't just have gun guys on; we have people from other industries. We've had NASCAR drivers, and
We sponsor a NASCAR.
yeah, we sponsor NASCAR, and we've had country music artists, we've had actors. Just as long as they're pro gun, they can come on the show and promote whatever the hell they got going on. So if Hunter wants to come on the show, tell him he's more than welcome.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean that's
that'd be
like
awesome.
literally what our business is about. Is like just having fun, doing what you want to do personally, but then being a gun owner. You know, because everybody and that's like an awareness thing. People think of gun owners as like these a-holes that are like, oh yeah, freaking. You know, screw the gay community. So, you know, there's so many of us out there that are just like, hey, live your life, do your thing, but don't be an idiot and own a gun because I'm going to protect my family. I'm going to protect my society.
Yeah, that's one of our goals is to project it out to as many different arenas as we can. You know, so we're showing. What we tried to, we had a segment that we were doing, was we were showing athletes, because a lot of the athletes get bad press. The only time you hear about them is when they do something stupid with a gun. They shoot themselves or somebody else. So what we do is we try to promote and highlight positive aspects of the athletes that are doing positive things. Like Manny, is it Manny Pacquiao? What's his name?
Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao. He's a boxer, and a lot of people don't know that he does competition shooting as well on the off time. It helps with his.
I didn't know that at all.
hand-eye.
That's badass.
Yeah, I mean he's won several competitions.
To come to common ground on certain things that you like believe in very, very sternly, and that's I'm a gun owner, which that comes before anything, and being an American. You get what I'm saying, though? It's like those are things that take precedent over all the other subtle things. Like, hey, I don't like that you chew with your gum open. But I don't give a do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Those are small things.
Well, no, that's an issue we do discuss here. We don't like when people chew with their mouth open.
Mouth breathers.
Yeah.
Or if they wear their pants below their
We're very serious
waistline.
about that.
Yeah, we don't like saggers. I don't like that shit either.
Let's
This
just
is
talk
It's
about
not practical
Gun owner.
because it goes against your concealed carry. You're sagging.
We
We should do a scientific study that if you sag to your knees, it's probably easier to pull your concealed carry out because it's easier to reach from your hand distance to your waist distance. So.
Well, we figured out on one episode that if you're sagging that low, it's probably because you're carrying a high point.
That's funny.
That or you don't know how to do your ankle holster.
Yeah.
Go through the top. So if people want to get some of the shirts or find out more about you, how do they find you? Facebook, website, all that stuff?
Best way is Facebook or YouTube. Just search mbest11x and it comes up on both. And then there's links to my my clothing company, but the clothing company is Article 15 Clothing, art15.com, and got some fun stuff on there. And mainly, thank you for having me on the channel, guys. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. We enjoyed it.
We
And
appreciate you being on, man.
everybody make sure you keep our buddy Chris Heben in your prayers. He's doing well. He's recovered. If you followed us on our Facebook page, you saw where
Absolutely, yeah.
last Friday he got shot by some gangbangers.
Got a little altercation, got shot,
Yep.
took after him, succumbed to his wounds.
Yeah. Had to pull over to the police station.
But he's doing great now. He's
I mean, this is a guy
in
who
recovery.
was a Navy SEAL, served in Afghanistan, Iraq.
What's a Navy SEAL? Always a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, and he randomly gets shot by a couple gangbangers just because.
Does a lot for his community.
Oh yeah, absolutely does.
Big on the History Channel. Does a lot for the History Channel.
Yep.
Does he do anything for Military Channel?
Has a documentary coming out.
Got a, what is it called? Ivory Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, Ivory Wars. That's going to be coming out, what, next month or
Yep.
the end of this month?
End of this month, 22nd.
The 22nd. So make sure you guys check out Ivory Wars. Is that on the History Channel?
I think Animal Planet.
Animal Planet. That's right.
And then he's also the voice of Ridge Reapers or Under Armour's Ridge Reaper on the Outdoor Channel.
All right. And
So-
he's musician.
Yeah.
Got
Musician.
the Patriot.
Does a little bit of everything.
I'm a Patriot.
So make sure you keep Chris in your thoughts and your prayers and Nicole and
Our family.
their family.
So let's thank our sponsors.
I'd like to thank ICE Training, ICEtraining.us, Rob Pincus over there. Today is the last day. When you're hearing this, that's going to be too late. But I was going to say today's the last day to get your ballots in for him to get the 76th seat on the NRA Board of Directors. Let's hope he gets on there.
Holder & Green Professional Real Estate Services, HG Press, for all your Middle Tennessee real estate needs, whether you're buying, you're selling, you're an investor. Give those guys a call at 1-800-615-1840, extension pew, 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 pew.
2222. Also, we have All or Nothing Tattoo Studios, allornothingtattoo.com, and their very gun-friendly merchandise store, strangleholdmerch.com.
And we got to give a big shout out to Ergo Grips for making our 300 Blackout project possible.
And I'm looking at that bag, dreading what I have to do with what's inside
major
there.
force in getting that done. I actually got the gas block, got the proper gas block for it, took it out to the National Armory, and Sean and I shot it, and it runs like a dream.
Nice.
It's shooting great. So we're going to be doing some videos of that, shooting supersonic and subsonic
Awesome.
rounds on that coming up.
Did you use a can?
No, we're going
Not
to.
yet, okay.
Not yet. No, we just wanted to make sure everything was cycling properly, and it's good. So, Ergo Grips, big thank you on that. Black Widow Armament also supplied some parts for that. Head Down Rifles, Northside Gun Shop, help us out a lot with that. Patriot Clean Fuel, our buddy Craig.
Modern Spartan system.
And of course, for the lube, Modern Spartan Systems. I did the process that they recommend. Lubing it up, shooting some rounds, and relubing it, and so it should be. What's the process that they call that, Gabe?
Lubing.
No,
I don't know. It felt great when you lubed it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, It felt wonderful. Anyway, it's supposed to seal the barrel and make it even more accurate.
Oh yeah, I don't know all the technical data.
Yeah, so just check out Modern Spartan Systems.
Also want to give a shout out and at the same time remind everybody, I want to shout out to Cantu Bruner Designs, CantuBrunerDesigns.com. Check out all their pins. They use bullet casings to make some really cool pins, and they're donating a pin to our FOP fundraiser we're doing next weekend on the 11th.
April the 11th. We've got a lot of people donating some prizes for the auction there. Smith & Wesson, Hornady. We've got our friends, Rob Pincus at PDN ICE Training. They've got a $500 gift certificate along with probably about $200 or $300 worth of DVDs and books that they've donated. Combat Flip Flops has donated. The Nashville TV show has donated. They donated one of their pilot scripts. It's autographed by all the crew.
Savoy Leather, he's donated a $500 boa skin holster that he's going to bring up next week.
Noveski has donated. I think there's going to be 2 lowers that we're going to be auctioning off there.
Smith & Wesson?
Yeah, I said Smith & Wesson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's going to be some Smith & Wesson stuff there. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a ton of stuff. We're going to be recording the show from there. So if anybody can come out, the tickets are $10. If you do in advance, go to our Facebook page, and there's a contact information there on how you get your tickets, or $15 at the door.
It is next Friday night in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, at the church.
You'll go to our Facebook page. We've got everything posted there. We suck with our memory, so
definitely come out and see us, because we always get these messages on Facebook and email. Hey, I saw you at so and so gun shop. Hey, I saw you at Walmart, and we're like, dude, come up and say hi. So come on out to the Fraternal Order of Police fundraiser that we're going to be doing. Watch the movie. It's going to be a fun event.
Heroes Behind the Badge.
And we may, something very crazy may be happening. I may be getting tased in front of everyone.
That's true. I forgot about that.
All right, so we also have Vet Made Ammunition, who is going to be donating some ammunition too for the auction.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more stuff too. It's just too much for us to remember because we suck at remembering. We also want to thank 1776, so you guys be on the lookout. We've got, as we've heard us discuss, some new designs coming out for T-shirts for that.
Should be coming next week.
And our good buddy and our NASCAR truck, Clay Greenfield.
Clay Greenfield.
Had his first race in Martinsville, was it last week?
Yep.
Came in 30th, but he hung in there, had a good race. Got is there one this week he's got coming up?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but support him. Fox Sports 1 is where they typically race. And he's in the cars also now, too. He does the Camping World Truck Series, and then he's doing
Nationwide Series.
The Nationwide Series on the cars.
Yep.
And the Talking Lead truck is out there.
And his business, ClutchDefense.com.
Yep, and ClutchDefense.com. Check them out as well.
So, Matt, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you coming.
Anytime.
Now we need to get you to Nashville, do some videos.
Drink some Jameson.
You can't tempt me with a good time and not follow through, so.
There you go.
Never happens here.
Maybe we'll try to coordinate it where Jim's coming in because he's supposed to come down with us too. So.
Perfect.
Awesome. And as always, left hand, keep your loved ones close.
Keep your firearms closer, but always keep Jameson and America a lot closer because that's what's important.